Hey folks, Stayhiker from the 6 here, coming to you from just outside of Montreal. I'm at the Helio factory, and today we are looking at the Helio O3 Bunk model. So I'm really excited to show you this one because I think this is the lightest bunkhouse maybe that we've seen on the channel that actually has a bathroom in it as well. So we don't have a shower, but it's not a wet bath, but we do have a toilet hooked up to a black tank in this trailer. We have 2 bunks at the front, and then we have a large queen-size bed that converts into a dinette at the back of the trailer. And we have kitchen, so everything that a family would need to go out camping. And what's really nice is that it's an extremely lightweight trailer. We're looking at a weight of around 1,560 pounds, give or take, because this is a prototype. Looking at a tongue weight between 130 and 140 pounds. GVWR will be 2,000 pounds, and you can option it to 2,500 pounds. Another claim to fame that all Helios share is fiberglass construction. So we've got fiberglass roof, fiberglass walls with Adzel, and we have a plywood floor. However, it's completely encased 360 degrees in fiberglass. So there's simply no chance of any rot. There's no chance of water getting to it. So I'm really excited to show you this one. We're gonna do our usual. We're going to walk around the outside, then we'll head on inside, and then we'll do my pros and cons. Well, let's get started. And we'll start on the nose of the O3 from Helio, the Bunk model. And as you can see, we have a manual tongue jack, we have our safety chains, we do have a breakaway cable, of course, and we have a nice aerodynamic cover for our battery and our propane tanks. And they're just held on by these little clamps. And I'll just give you a look inside of there. And I'm just going to warn you that the propane tank that's in there is a little bit old. This is a factory tester model and prototype. So obviously you'd get brand new stuff on a new trailer from Helio for consumers. And I really appreciate them letting me have a look at this prototype. Now we do get an aluminum frame, which is one of the reasons why these trailers are so light. And in concert with the fiberglass, you're getting a long-lasting trailer, so I really appreciate that. Now, one thing to keep in mind as we come around to the campsite is that things like wheels, tires, colors, that kind of thing, this being a prototype, everything that you see is subject to change, so I just want to make sure that we're clear on that. And as soon as we get the opportunity to look at the final spec, we'll definitely do that as well. So on this model though, we have a propane quick disconnect right here up at the front. You can see that we have a 120 volt outlet on the other side of the door. We have a single step. We do have a screen door, so you're going to be able to get plenty of ventilation through there, keep the bugs out. You do have a privacy screen built right in to the window in the door, just like so. And then up top, we have a porch light as well. Another nice feature on the campsite of this trailer is, you've got 2 windows, one at the kitchen and one in the bedroom area. And the bedroom area window opens. They're both tempered glass, and the one that opens is an awning style, which means you can open it even if it's raining lightly. I wouldn't open it necessarily in a pouring rain, but it's going to allow you to get a little bit of ventilation even when it's raining, so I appreciate that. Now as we come to the back, you can see that we have stabilizers at the back. We don't have them at the front, however, and we have a baggage door here and opens to a large storage area. And I'm just going to give you a look around the corner there so you can see just how much space there is in here. You can access this from the bed as well by lifting up the cushions. So plenty of space for your outdoor gear. And you could even allocate a bit of this space to indoor storage if you wanted to, and you can access it from the inside as well. Now swinging around to the back, we do get LED tail lights. There's our other stabilizer, and now we're on the utility side. So we do get a storage for the stinky slinky. And we've got our city water connection, our fresh water fill for the 13-gallon fresh water tank. And we do have a tanked hot water heater, a 6-gallon hot water heater, inlet and the outlet for the optional furnace. We have a 30-amp plug, and this is the kind we like where the cable is separate and no mice or bugs can get in. We do have a ZAMP port as well, so we can plug in a solar panel or a solar suitcase to keep that battery charged up, so appreciate that. Okay, we're still getting a propane fridge, it looks like, because we've got the vent for the propane fridge here, and it's running. I can actually feel the heat from it there. Here is our sewer connection or our sewer dump. And this is a 10-gallon gray and a 10-gallon black tank on this trailer. Now, because we don't have a shower inside, we do have an exterior shower as standard, so appreciating that. And we're back around to the front. And let's head inside the O3 from Helio, the bunkhouse model. And as you can see, as we come in, I'll just give you the lay of the land. So on the right, we do have our bunks. So a small bunk up top and then a bunk down below as well. Then right across from the door, we have our toilet along with a little cover so that you can use it as a bench if you want to. I believe it'll come with a little curtain that hangs down as well so you don't see it unless you're using it. And then we have our tower with the fridge and storage. And then right at the back of the trailer, we have our dinette / bed area, and that's going to convert into a queen-sized bed. I believe the measurements are 64 wide by 74 long. And you're sleeping east-west, so the 74 is the width of the trailer and the 64 is the width of the bed. So, but a good size. Usually in this type of trailer, we're looking more at a 48 or a 54, so I appreciate that extra 10 inches. It's very nice. Then on the left-hand side, right to the left of the door, we have our kitchen and very small kitchenette with a single burner and fold-down faucet. And I'll just show you right beside the door here, we have the microwave. So let's start by looking at the bunks. Now I apologize, I can't give you the exact width. The one at the top is going to be 74 inches long because it's the full width of the trailer. And it's looking at about maybe 25 inches. It's also a little bit curved, so it's a little bit wider in the middle than it is on the ends. But love this. I mean, for a small child, even a smaller teenager is going to be fine up here, no problem. And coming down to the bottom, it's a little bit shorter because you've got that plug there and that little, I don't know what you call that, but that little box there is taking about 5 or 6 inches away. So you're probably looking at 68 inches or so. But still a decent sleeping space. Kids are going to love this. Now is a good time. So these blue cushions are not the color that's going to come with this trailer. So that's just what they have in here for now for this prototype. This is the actual color. It's called Mocha, and nice color. I don't mind the blue actually as well, but in any case, this is the color that this trailer is actually going to come with. Now there is some storage underneath the bunk, and just going to lift up the cushion to show you. So you get a little bit of space, so you can, nice to always have extra bit of space here and there. There is also space underneath as well, so you can see. And then under this one, there's plumbing in there, but you could still use that for some storage as well. So appreciating that. And I like the fact that we have the 120 volt plug there as well. Now, as we come over to the sort of seating area / bathroom area, and basically if you're going to use it as a toilet, you're just going to remove this cushion. You've got basically unlimited leg room and a decent amount of elbow room as well. So, and you're going to really appreciate having this and not having to go to a pit toilet or going out in the rain to go to the bathroom. So I appreciate that this is here. And as I said, most likely we'll have a cover here just to hide the toilet when you're not using it. Right next to that, we have the tower with the fridge and some storage. And we'll just give you a look at that. There we go. This is the same fridge that I have. Actually, this one is a 3-way, so I'm not sure if it's coming with a 3-way or a 2-way, but I did talk to the guys in the factory and they said they did still have a good supply of propane fridges left. So 2026, maybe the last year that you're going to be able to get these, but they have them for now anyway. So loving that because it takes the pressure off your battery and you can still keep your food cold. This is the same fridge that I have in my trailer. We have no problems with it. We actually were really surprised by how much food we were able to fit inside of here. And I'll give you a look at the freezer as well. And there you go. So we pack our meat flat and we're able to actually get quite a bit into the freezer. So Now below we have storage, so we have some drawers, 2 drawers, so you're going to be able to put all your kitchen gadgets, or you could use these for clothes. I mean, you can do whatever you want, obviously, with them. And we have a large cabinet down at the bottom, so appreciating that. It's a nice size. And then we have an even larger cabinet beside it, and there you can see it. Now, if you get the optional air conditioning, it will actually sit in this space, so I just want you to be aware of that. And heading across the hall, we've got the rest of our kitchen. So you have the fold-down faucet and a sink with hot and cold water, a single burner stove, and of course, hopefully you're doing your cooking outside, but obviously it's nice to have something in the trailer just in case. And if you fold this down, you can use this countertop for prep space as well. And there is a good amount of space just around. Obviously not a huge amount of counter space, but at least you do have some surfaces to put things on when you're using the other thing. And of course the table is located right next to it. So generally, like in our trailer, we have a sort of similar setup, and we just end up using the table for a lot of our prep work. So that's probably what you would do in this trailer as well. Now below it, there is a very small storage area, a little bit behind the microwave, and then just sort of, you could put a couple of cereal boxes down here or something. You've also got your fire extinguisher down there as well. And then coming around, we'll just give you a look at the microwave oven, and it is a regular microwave, not an air fryer or a convection microwave. But nice feature to have, and there it is. And let's take a look at the dinette area. As you can see, we have lights up top, and down below you have all of your electrical. So we have the furnace back there, and then we have our fuse panel. We have the battery cutoff switch right here, and 120 volt outlets right here. And then as we spin around to the other side, you've got your charging center with USB ports and a 12 volt plug as well on this side. And again, this converts into a nice queen-sized sleeping area, so you can use it as your dinette. You could seat a family of 4 around the table when you're using it as a dinette. And then it's a very comfortable space for mom and dad at night. And I'll just show you that set up as a bed right now. Let's talk price. For the 2026 Helio O3, base model MSRP sits at 42,500 Canadian dollars in October 2025, and you'd have to add freight, options, and fees to get to a final price. At current exchange rates, that works out to just over 30,000 US dollars. It's time for pros and cons, and we'll start with the pros. First up is the quality build of this trailer. With fiberglass and composites throughout, along with an aluminum frame and a torsion axle suspension, this trailer is built for the long haul. My second pro is the neat styling of this trailer. I wouldn't be surprised if it drew some positive attention in campgrounds. My final pro is the biggest advantage of all Helio trailers, and it's the incredibly light weight. To come in at under 1,600 pounds with a fully equipped trailer is impressive indeed, and something we'll always applaud on this channel. Now, as we come around to cons, anything I could single out, such as the missing wet bath or the small bunks or the small kitchen, if fixed, would probably ruin the low dry weight of this camper. Which brings me to the final verdict on the Helio O3 Bunk model. This is a legitimate option for families with small kids who want to get out camping with a 2,000-pound tow capacity vehicle. Oh, and if you don't want the bunks, this model is also available with a 2-person dinette up front for couples travel. Whether bunks or front dinette, what do you think? Is the Helio O3 the perfect option for folks with really small tow vehicles? Let me know in the comments. Click the link on the screen for another ultra lightweight bunkhouse trailer walkthrough. Thanks for watching and take care.